Welcome back, yogis. So for this session, we're going to have a look at or break down plank pose, Phalakasana in Sanskrit. So looking at the common misalignments that we can do and just try and correct those and make it a little easier. It can be quite a challenging pose, one that you may need to build up a little bit of strength in, and it's one that we use a lot throughout the practice. So we'll start with what do we need to look at. So fingers again, just like your downward facing dog, fingers, wrists, alignment with the wrists and the shoulders, core, and legs, feet, and neck. So we'll look at the neck as well. So for our plank pose, so same again with the fingers. You want to look at spreading the fingers as much as you can across the mat. And you want your arms shoulder distance apart. And unlike the downward dog where we're sending our weight back, for our plank pose, we want the shoulders underneath the wrists, underneath the shoulders. And to get really strong in our plank pose and prepare ourselves for chaturanga, the inner elbows rotate forward. So I'm just going to show you while I'm in this position. So at the moment, my inner elbows are facing each other. When we're starting to prep for our chaturanga, you want the inner elbows facing forward. So it's that rotation of the shoulders. Okay, so for this tutorial purpose, we're just going to come in from our from our tabletop. So start off, wrists underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide. Rotate those inner elbows forward and step one foot back and step the other foot back. Okay, so starting off, fingers not close together, fingers spread nice and wide. You're on your tippy toes or the balls, just the very balls of your feet. So you can send that weight forward a little bit to make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And then take a look at where your shoulders are. At the moment, mine are slumped down and I'm putting a lot of weight into my arms. So I'm going to push the floor away and I'm going to round my upper back. Okay, the other thing that you need to look at is your hips, your belly. Where's your belly at? Is it down here? Okay, or is it up here? What you want to do is think about having a straight line with the body. So you want it about halfway. So you're engaging your abs so you're not drooping down and dumping weight into the lower back, but you're not lifting up so high either that that's kind of sore as well in the neck and the shoulders. So about halfway, legs are nice and strong, legs together, and then you're looking towards the mat, but your head, your neck is nice and long. So looking down towards the mat, but head nice and long, so not this. Okay, so feet distance apart. For me, it would depend on where I was doing my plank. So if I was coming into plank from down dog and I was using it in a transition, in a vinyasa, then my feet would probably be hip distance apart because I'm not staying in the pose. And you're preparing your body for not shifting your legs around too much. But if we were staying in plank for a long period of time, you may find yourself stronger if you have the feet together. So feet hip distance apart here. So if I was transitioning backwards and forwards, that's where my feet would be. If we were going to stay in it for a while, if we were taking, say, 10 breaths in plank, then I'd bring my 2 feet together. So it depends on where you're using your plank, what you're using your plank for as to where you have your feet. But always your wrists shoulder distance apart. For stronger arms, you're rotating that inner elbow forward, pressing the mat away, so you're lifting up, doming the upper back, so across the shoulders, navel's drawn in against the spine, glutes are engaged, legs are engaged. So the whole body is in one long straight line. So that's your plank pose, Phalakasana. And we'll look at a few variations and transitions and stuff in the next couple of videos. Okay.